The question for me now is Wilder going to be worse with his new trainer or better? Was he better off with the old trainers or with the new trainer? So after this latest video, I came out maybe a week or so ago. It's the one in the house, and the gym's in the house. They're doing some punch mitts. Okay, all we're going off is punch mitts. It seems silly to me, actually. But, you know, Breland's the one that said Wilder doesn't hit heavy bag, jump rope, speed bag. And, of course, they came out with him jump roping just to contradict Breland. I'm sure they'll come out with a heavy bag and speed bag. But I believe Breland, you know, with Wilder, his bad hand, right hand with rods in it and everything. And with that right hand, you probably don't even need to hit the heavy bag. But you need to use that left side on the heavy bag. So anyway, it seems silly, but everybody's going off of these punch mitt videos. You got YouTube guys speaking, oh, Wilder's a beast now. He looks like a totally different person with Malik. Oh man, Fury's got to be worried. And okay, after you see all this, after what I'm going to show you, Fury's been laughing. He's been laughing at all these videos. All right. Now, I know in the first video, when I started these, Wilder stance, I mentioned Malik looks like he's doing a pretty good job, and those other guys on punch mitts. All right, the first ever video I saw, you know, I said Malik's slowing Wilder down not to just kill it, and getting some combinations in, and little footwork, and I didn't think much of it. I said, okay, and I thought there'd be progression along the way. And I remember the video of Wilder's old trainers, JD, Mark Breland, and I believe it's Hill, the other guy's name. And I remember watching Media Day workout before a Wilder fight. I believe it could have been at Stillman's in New York. And you know, JD's, it's just one punch at a time. There might have been one, two in there. And you know, and he's kind of hesitant, like, you know, you got to be the boss of these guys out there on punch mitts. And then Breland came in and he did some 2-punch combos, maybe a 3, not much more. And you know, his glove went flying off his hand, and then Hill got in there a little bit more. But see, it wasn't up to my par. That's why I made that statement back then. See, I'm up here with punch mitts. These guys are down here. So I'm trying to pick the bottom of the barrel who's better here for Wilder. So I got to retract now from my statement in the first video. And I went yesterday back after I watched the new videos of Wilder and Malik. I went back to that Media Day workout. And I'll be damned, I was way more impressed than what I'm seeing now. And like I said, you'll see what I'm getting at. So they're extending his leverage. Wilder's all about leverage. All I would have done as his trainer was complement that right hand with a killer jab, keep Fury from just walking him down, and then setting the right hand up. And he needs a left hook, as you saw in the How Wilder Beats Fury video. I'm not going to go backtrack to that. But I was after jabs and left hooks. I don't care how crummy these videos are with Malik and Wilder with the right hand. Wilder's not going to lose the right hand. So let's keep that out of this conversation. He could still knock Fury out with the right hand. He's not going to lose that, no matter how he could do punch mitts for a year crummy, and it wouldn't bother his right hand. But the jab and left hook, as I mentioned. So I'm going to put the two, I think they're recent videos, and I'm not seeing a progression, and I'm going, man, something doesn't look right here. Just, this really this the same old stuff, and I'm not liking it. The leverage, and then I go, is Malik coming out so far? Wilder's jabbing like this. Then he's throwing a right hand like this, and then slap palm of his hand with the left hook on the punch mitts. And here I am trying to want him to get a jab and the left hook, just killer. So I go, all right, I got to slow these down and take a look at them now. This is getting kind of ridiculous. So I'm going to go ahead. I'll put the two up first in regular motion that I thought were recent one. There's Boxing Ring in the Garage. And the one that really got my attention when they're doing their thing inside the house where there's a little gym.
Back to it.
Changing that height.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Switch levels. Switch. Yeah, swing finger. That's nice, Jack. That's nice, Jack. That's it. 1, 2, 3, chop, chop. That's it. Right here. Let's go. Right there. Right there.
Okay, now we're going to go into slow motion and some still photos. Now we're going to go into my guy Carlos. I think I found some videos in 2016, 2017, and I'll slow those down and maybe put still pictures. So we're going to go through that to see the extension. Trying to rotate a little bit. It's tough it's not like a heavy bag where you can really rotate and get your power. That's where your power should come on, is the heavy bag. But you can do power, you can do it on punch mitts too. You can have a nice median. I try to catch on punch mitts as close to my body so the guys have a real range. Like they're actually sparring with somebody. Punch mitts were invented if your sparring partner didn't show up, if you don't have one, if one's sick, didn't show up, you can do punch mitts. It's also a great learning tool. It's also a great workout tool. I mean, your fighter, if he's off hitting a heavy bag by himself, he's going to slack off if he gets tired. But when your fighter's right in front of your trainer and wants to impress him, he's going all out no matter what. You can kill a guy on punch mitts. So they're good in the right hands. So I try to 1, 2, 3, 2. I try to keep everything tight like this. I don't come out. I want to make this realistic. I want them to get range. I do my left hook here so they get range close to a guy throwing the left hook, not out here. Malik's doing it here, which probably saves his shoulder because I feel all arm taking it there. When I hold it here tight, shoulder, 14 years of that. I just had left shoulder replacement last November. Among other things that contributed to it, but I'm sure 14 years of catching left hooks like this. So anyway, and you don't want to catch, have wide punch mitts where you don't want the guy crossing a right hand over there. The head of your opponent's not over there, it's in front of you. So anyway, punch mitts in the wrong hands is just a terrible thing. So, all right, now I'm going to show, I think we'll go into lightning. Back in when he was 17 years old, right before we went to Mesquite, Nevada, he won junior nationals there. And I'll just show it in regular motion. I mean, you get the idea. You saw the other ones, Carlos slow motion. You saw Malik Wilder. I'm just going to play this in regular motion, and you can see I'm trying to extend. I mean, he's all hard as he can to my stomach, extending and trying to get him to rotate a little on all punches as best I can. Not to be a hypocrite, I'm going to put the kid back up, my 115 pounder back in 2016. We're doing a 30 punch combo in 7 seconds. I think the video is 8 seconds. We started a little late, so it's 7. But I'm going to put that up, and I knew back then if you slowed that down, it'd be junk. There's not going to be rotation in that. But the kid's quick. We do it maybe at the end of a full 3-minute round of regular punch mitts where he's extending, getting rotation. We'll throw that in for fast twitch cardio, whatever it is at the end of the round. It's only 7 seconds. Yeah, I didn't want somebody going back, well, what about this read? Because I had it in another video. So anyway. But I got to retract. I think JD, Mark Breland, and Hill were doing a better job using that leverage, letting him extend. That's what it's all about with Wilder. All this other fancy stuff you're seeing on here, no, that wouldn't be it. So, I mean, yeah, if Wilder wants the Larry Holmes jab now, let him have it. I mean, bam, bam, just. I wanted him this one, as you saw on the video on jab and eyes. You got to remember, Larry Holmes was vulnerable to the right hand. And I kind of wanted Wilder's up here. Holmes said this wasn't as powerful, too. It flicks out and it's really good. But his was pretty powerful, actually. So this was the most powerful one up here, as I explained in the video, too, with elbows in and blah, blah. And plus, you can catch Fury's right hand for a counter easier than, down here. But since Fury does this dumbass cross block, and he has to bring his hand way back to counter, so by the time he does that, he's not countering even this jab. So that's why he's saying he's the... And I'm sure Wilder, that's what he's doing. The Larry Holmes jab. Just... But remember, Larry put a little body into it too. So anyway, I'm seeing T-Rex stuff with the jab. When you start to do 4 combinations on the punch mitts or more, the technique starts going out the window because they start less and less rotation because they want to be fast for the next punch. So let me break it down. So Wilder's doing a 1-2-3. So the jab and Malik comes way out, so boom. And so he doesn't even want to rotate because he knows the left hook's coming. So he goes boom. and then boom. So he thinks too much time will be boom, boom, boom. You see what I'm saying? Now Mike Tyson, he's the only one I've ever seen that can rotate his body with each punch, and you know how fast the hands he had, but his body rotation could keep up with it. So you can get good at that. You don't have to use arm punches on the damn punch mitts. So all this stuff you've been seeing, all of this stuff, for naught. It's not going to help him against Fury at all. You be the judge. That's about it today. Thanks for watching.